In this video, we will explain some of the most important periods in the history of humanity, and also show how they relate in today's reality. This episode changed drastically the beliefs of the population. For example, create inductive reasoning, which is based in the scientific method, created by Francis Bacon. Also, they got less influenced by the religion, and started to think by themselves. Let's get started. Since forever, the human nature has been full of questions. Some already have been answered, but some others remain uncertain, and that is the purpose of science, to explain, understand, and answer our doubts. Obviously, this takes much time and is not solved in a couple of hours. It may take years.
Back in the 17th century, during the scientific revolution, some astronomers were able to look farther than the Earth and focus specifically in outer space, discovering some of the universe's secrets. The most important discoveries were the heliocentric theory by Nicholas Copernicus, who believed and verified that actually the planets move around the Sun, which is to be the center of the universe and not the other way around. The telescope by Galileo Galilei, which at first started as a little thing, but now at present times it is one of the most important devices an astronomer should have. And the invention of the Kepler's laws, planetary motion, by Johannes Kepler. One of them states that all planets move around the Sun in elliptical orbits. This also helps to argument the heliocentric theory. With all the years that have passed and the evolution of science, the question we have now is, can we live outside of the Earth? Elon Musk, a scientist of the 21st century, has been looking for the possibility for humans to manage to live in the planet of Mars. He and his enterprise are building spaceships for sending people to the outside. It looks like a big challenge for the world, but he says that it is not impossible. He thinks that in the year 2023, some flights will be ready to ship to outer space. A century later, the 18th century, another ideological movement emerged, the Enlightenment. The main purpose of this was to alter the social order and bring hope, peace, wealth, and progress to the countries. This event has 7 main characters. Thomas Hobbes. He said that men are evil and selfish and they need a sovereign entity, which is some way he was right about that we need a ruler, just not the best motives. John Locke. He said that we are molded by experience. He also proposed that the role of government was to protect the natural rights. Montesquieu. He proposed a way to avoid absolutism. To achieve this, he said that we need to make a separation of powers. Rousseau. He proposed the social contract, a consent from society to be ruled by the general will. This means that what is best for the entire community. Voltaire. He proposed that there needs to be a separation between the church and the government. And finally, Adam Smith, father of modern economics and capitalism. He said that the government should not interfere in personal economy, wrote The Wealth of Nations. Both periods represent a major change in today's society, because thanks to science we are able to know many things that we didn't, and thanks to the Enlightenment we managed to keep a system in which the president does not keep absolute power and the countries are able to develop.